Another busy day here at 3D Accuracy. What are we up to? Let me show you. Welcome to 3D Accuracy, where I'll talk about 3D printing, 3D product design, and 3D injection and die-cast mold design. We're getting ready to have all the electrical work done today to get this machine up and running. Now, I don't know if that'll happen today or tomorrow because we got quite a bit to do, but let me show you what we're up to here. You got to excuse the mess in the shop. I've been working on getting this machine running also. Today we're concentrating on the 400, and the thing we have to do is get a new sub panel in the corner. Now let me go around this way and show you. See, I had to move the FDM 8000 out of the way so we could get back here in the corner, because the electrical box is the other side of this wall. And this blue tape, that's the area where this little protrusion on the back of the FDM 8000 sticks out, and it comes right up close to the wall, and we got to put the box in here in such a way that we don't interfere with the machine. Otherwise, I've got to move the machine down a little bit, and I'm a little tight for space, so if I don't have to, that would be great. But we'll do what we have to do. So we're going to get a sub panel put in here, tap into the electric box on the other side of the wall. You can see I already have some cables running out there where I tapped into the breaker box, the older breaker box, to get these two machines plugged in and running. So once we get the sub panel in, then we got to run a line up and over and across the other side to there, and then all the way down along that little beam there, if you want to call it a beam, I don't know, into the corner, and then drop it down so that we've got the machine right there. It needs to be a 240 volt three-phase line, so I'm not sure how long it's going to take to get that all hooked up, and then we got to get it in there, and then we'll check the connections for this guy, for this transformer box. And this, basically what it does is it converts the power to from 240 volts, knocks it down to 230, which they recommend running the machine at 230, and so that's what this little device does, this little transformer here. So we'll check that all out and make sure that's wired correctly as well. And then I don't know if we'll get it finished today. It's a lot of work to do. You got to run that line all the way down the whole length there, and so I don't know if we'll get that done today or not, but if so, we'll have machine running by the evening. Well, maybe not. I don't know. I still got to hook up the compressor. There's an air compressor that's required for this machine, and so I don't want to start it up until that is connected also, which we're running another dedicated 120 line over here just for the air compressor. We're doing that as well. But I've got to get this connected to the machine also, and then all I'll do is just turn it on, make sure it turns on and off and boots up, that sort of thing. And then as far as running it, I still have to get the network cable connected and get it talking to the network and all that kind of stuff. So it's not like we're going to be making parts today. I'd be happy if we just get that done where we can turn it on and it works, it's plugged in. The electrician is on his way. He has to stop past the store, pick up a couple little items that he needs for doing the job, and he should be here shortly, and we'll get this going. Now, I'm probably not going to video with him here. I don't know if he's comfortable with being involved in the videos that are going to end up on YouTube, that sort of thing. So I'll probably just do the videos sporadically throughout the day and give you a little progress report on what's going on and what we've accomplished as the day progresses. So one step at a time, we'll just get it done, and hopefully by tomorrow or the day after I can use this guy and make some parts. That'd be so cool. I just broke for a late lunch. Let me show you where we're at. Well, still a mess. We're not finished. Have some of the supplies in here, and so far We've got the new sub panel on the wall, got it positioned, found the studs, and we've got a line running from the, you can see the original breaker box there on the other side, and we've tapped into the bottom of that, come around. You just have to close up this adapter, but he had to go get a part to put a large washer on there to make it secure so it wouldn't pull that. You know how those panels, you can perforate them and break them out in several places, and he's concerned with it wanting to break out in there, so he wants to put a large washer underneath there to underneath the nut to just secure that so that it's good. And then once he has that done, then we'll start running the other wires. There's going to be several wires, 4 circuits that run out and down this wall, one for this machine, one for that machine, one for that machine, and then one that'll go over by the workbench over there so that I can use it for running other small hand tools and stuff on its own dedicated line. And then another line is going to run up and out and over the top all the way down to the center of the shop here, run all the way down that crack, and then drop down to hit that machine. So we haven't gotten that far yet. It's a little bit of a slow process, but that's okay. We're getting done. It's getting there a little bit at a time, and we'll get it finished. So, okay, I'll give you another update as things change. Stopping point for today. So let me show you how far we got. We got the sub panel in and finally got it all connected to the other machine, the other panel, the other electrical panel on the other side of the wall. So that's all juiced up and ready to go, but the circuit breaker is off. So there is no electricity coming to it, but we did turn it on and it didn't flip the circuit breaker, so we know everything is good so far, and then immediately turned it off. Now we're getting the piping put along the wall. We're going to go down along the bottom of the wall, and then we'll have a plug behind each of the 3D printers, one in the middle there somewhere for the new mini split air conditioner that's going to go up on the wall up here, because they need to air condition the shop to run the object printers. They're temperature sensitive, and when it's hotter than hell out like it is now, we can't have it cooking in here. So in a month from now, the air conditioners are going to be available, so I can get one and then we'll install it, but we'll have all the wiring done, so we're one step ahead of the game on that. So that's where we are, and we'll do more tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock in the morning. We'll get back at it and get this line run along, get all the outlets put in, get the machines moved back in place, everybody plugged in and ready to go, and then we'll work on the line that has to come up over the and down along the wall and drop to the Fortis 400 back here so we can get this guy up and running. So we'll have all these machines with electric and an extra box, 110 outlet up here dedicated that I can use small hand tools and stuff with on the workbench, and then we'll get this guy done. And then once we got that, then everything else goes on pause until the mini split comes, and then when we put that on, we'll wire that up. Then I also have to wire across the other side of the shop. We got to actually run from the new circuit breaker box, the new sub panel, up and over, down and over, all the way down the wall, around and along the back to power up all the wash stations. I have this one here, this big one here for the Fortis 400, and it'll also fit models from my FDM 8000 too, which I was really pleased about. It's big enough I can get even bigger parts in. So I've got that wash tank and this wash tank here for the 250, and then I also have to get one for the object machines. I need to get a high pressure water sprayer for removing the support materials from these guys. So I have to get one of those, and I want all those guys on dedicated lines from the sub panel also, so everything can run all at one time and we won't be blowing circuit breakers or having any problems with the electric. That's it for today. Tomorrow morning, back at it. So stick around, there's more to come. I hope you really enjoyed this video. If you're ever in need of 3D product design, 3D injection mold design, 3D die-cast mold design, or 3D printed prototypes or production parts, please feel free to contact me. You can find contact information in the video description. I look forward to hearing from you and to being of service to you. Thank you for watching. As always, I appreciate it. See you on 3D Accuracy's next video.